Ladies and gents, PSG Champions League final. They have a big squad, and it is going to be tough. Messi is the big one right there, obviously. But here's our lineup for today. Maignan in goal, Dest, Tomori, Kair, Kalulu, Benacer, Tonali, Leao, Diaz, Berardi, and Giroud up top. Giroud has won a slew of Italian awards, plus a European award. So we'll get into that after the match. This is the final match of this season. Then we're going to go off and do the normal, figure out the transfers, figure out who's leaving, who's coming in, figure out what positions we need to come in. But right now, we are going to soak it in. This is the Champions League final, and I don't even know where it is. I'll have to figure that out. But that was an awful pass right there. It is going to be probably one of our toughest matches of the season. We did beat Man City, so come on, guys. There we go. We did beat Man City, so there's that. Hopefully we can pick it up a notch. And all I see is a sea of blue and red. Where are our... Great goal line save. But where are our supporters? Are they on this side or on that side? I don't know which side I'm pointing to right now. So 2 minutes in, Messi with a corner. Bangs it into the box, out of the box. Can any of my... Well, I guess, we're not playing defensively. Messi, oh, great defensive work right there. But where are all my guys? What happened to all my guys? Brahim Diaz back to Kalulu, and that's the highlight. Our first actual highlight, Kalulu with a throw-in over to Berardi. Kind of gets banged up. Oh, is that Giroud? Brahim can't get it. Snake it under. Who's their keeper? Oh, Donnarumma, of course. Forgot about him. Benacer with a corner, though. Bangs it into the box. But I was about to say, what are you doing, dude? Why are you heading it out? Wrong end of the goal. Oh, but Tonali now with a pickup. I don't know. No. We're getting shots, which is great. Those are probably the only 2 shots. 3 shots, 1 on target. PSG still have 6-3. So ratio is the same. However, numbers not so much. Now, I did do training this week. For the past week. Funny enough, I always thought that Tonali with a fantastic outside of the right foot into the back of the net. But I did. Oh, I have a cat here who's like, "What are you doing, dude?" But I had. Can you? I love you, but I had to do all the training this week because for some reason my assistant coach said no training. And it's fantastic snake under Donnarumma's arm, whichever arm that was. But so I did the training. I did a lot of defensive work. I didn't do very much attacking work because we've been very attack-minded. Ooh, they already have an injured player. But I've done the defensive work. I'm really hoping that pays off. But I don't know why there was no training whatsoever. Absolutely zero after our last match against Lecce. But why was there zero training leading up to the week of the Champions League final? Oh, great steal, guys. And I'm sorry, this is probably going to be a longer episode. I've been trying to keep him down. That was an awful pass. But I've not been very good at keeping him down. And there goes Soler. Oh. How on earth do you let that go? And who was the defender? I'm guessing Kair because he's slow as sin. Kair wants a new contract. And I was like, I don't know about that. So who's Orsic? Yeah, so Kair missed it. He didn't stay with his man. Tomori missed the pass. And it's 1-1. So that's not great. A great steal by Diaz, but come on, the throw in straight to Fabian, and now you guys are just letting them have it. Thank you, Dest. Dest is the only one doing anything. Do I keep him for another season? Because at this point, it's looking like I should. He's actually picked it up a bit. I'll take a look if I can. Yeah, but Diaz, awful work today. He's at a 6-6. Berardi's at a 6-6. And there's Orsic again. Thank you, Tomori, for finally picking it up. But Maignan is, what are you doing? It's like he's not tracking. He's going far too fast instead of going straight back. So, ooh. Messi is off injured. Asensio comes in. That was an interesting pickup by PSG. He was one I picked up in my my FM22 save, and he was fine. Didn't really do a whole lot. He was probably bang average, but cheap as hell. It's like £1,000,000, and that was it. Liao with a great sneak by, and then an awful pass. I worked on passing. One of the things I worked on was passing, people. Oh, that really should have... maybe next season I should do my own training. Maybe not. Who knows how bad we're going to be with that. But Liao to Dest, back to Benacer, all the way over to Kalulu, who's going to pass it right to Donnarumma. Yeah, that's pretty much par for the course. Oh, God. I'm dumbfounded on that one. Giroud with a 6-3. Brahim and Berardi with a 6-5. Everyone else 6-6 to 6-7. Oh, that was... it was fantastic by Marquinhos, but... what are you going to do? That's awful. Awful defending right there. Benacer, Kayer, back to Tomori. I love Tomori just go boom. Every single time he gets that type of pass. Dest, all the way up to... oh, Berardi. Giroud, Berardi! The link-ups have not been fantastic today. Oh, Kalulu. Up to nobody, though. Giroud. Press the man. We did pressing work, too. Berardi. Oh, he's actually coming off in just a minute. And if he missed that, I would have been very pissed because Giroud was fairly open right in front of goal. Look at Giroud here. Foresight, Giroud could have pressed a bit more. But Berardi picks it up wide open right there. And that was a... I guess bad goalkeeping error by Donnarumma. However, that Giroud thing right there was there. We are bringing De Ketelaere on and Macias on simply because 6-5s. Up until Berardi actually got that goal, but still. Orsic, what's the S with the thing over it? Giroud, what a fantastic assist right there. I understand you had people pressing you, but my God. Kalulu, fantastic into De Ketelaere, but unable to actually do anything about it. I'm surprised he didn't pass it. Drew's like... but I'm surprised that De Ketelaere didn't pass it or shoot it off of someone's ass, which is every single time he's shot the ball, goes off someone's backside. So, but Kalulu into Macias Jr. Tonali! Open net, deflected. Well, I guess he got the deflection. But man, this game. A good goal review, of course. VAR has to come in at some point. Disallowed. Why was it disallowed? Was it offsides? Macias. I hate that rule so much. Kalulu to Tonali, back to Benacer. Mids it up. De Ketelaere actually gets it on target. I'm okay. Kalulu is dead, though. Dest is at a 6-7. He's picked it up a bit. He was at a 6-5 earlier. Tonali. Out for another corner. Thank you. Leao playing well. Tonali playing really well. So I need to keep them in for the time being. I'm hoping... well, at this stage, it looks like we're going to extra time, which is always nervy. I would not be surprised if right now in the cards, in the game itself and the code, it's saying you're going straight to pens, because that's what always seems to happen in at least my major games in FM22. All pens for some reason. Dest into Liao. 50 goals this season. Are you going to disallow that one too? 79 minutes in. On the mark almost. 3-2. 3-0, I wish. Dest. Back up to Leao, who crosses it in for Giroud. Actually, I don't know what he was doing, but it was tipped up to Giroud. And Giroud just found it perfectly into the back of the net. What are you doing? What's all that about? Benacer with free kick. Come on. Oh. Donnarumma really should never have missed that in the first place, but 10 minutes left. What are we going to do? Who are we going to bring on? So you know what? At 3-2, I'm going to go down to defensive and see if that does anything after this, intermission, I guess. Up to Decalire. Oh, I swear to God, why can't the man shoot? He's got good finishing, doesn't he? Oh, but now it's all going to be them. Defensive work in place. You know what? I'm also going to make a sub. But passing still should be spot on. Better than that, people. Wilfred Singer of Florenzi is delighted. He's coming on. He's also been a fantastic servant of the club so far as I know. And Orsic. Oh, defensive woes. Yeah. Asensio. Someone explain that to me, please. He had the ball, and then all of a sudden, it kind of diverted out, and then he didn't have the ball. Really? Oh, 30 seconds left. Messi is not on the pitch, but Macias is. Orsic, into the box, out of the box. That's defending right there. 10 seconds left. Now. There we go. But what's going to happen? It's their ball. They got one last play to send it into extra time. Marquinhos to Asensio, unable to deal with... Oh, well, wait. Yes! I had to look at the bottom to see... Was that a foul? Was that something happening? But no, it says we won the Champions League final. 3-2. This tactic is amazing. Get it. I got to figure out who actually made it to start with. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do a tactic talk on the tactic and how well it's done this season. I also have done a sim of a season with Manchester United, Bournemouth, and Leeds. It did not do that well. I think Man City still came in second or first. But overall, for Milan, for me, playing it and adjusting things on the fly, for being able to transfer people in and out, I mean, I don't know what the hell happened. I get this feeling, I mean, look at that. 17 shots on target, 70 shots, 7 on target, 17 and 11 for us. They just went out on possession. They had 2 injuries. Messi in the 45th plus 3rd. Definitely a big hamper. Where is Mbappe? I'm just realizing that. Where is Mbappe? Mbappe is injured 3 to 12 days. Pulled knee ligaments. Ouch. But Sarabia is also injured. Neymar's injured. Messi just got injured. Renato Sanchez is injured. Juan Bernat, I mean, they lost a lot of players. It's the only, and Keylor Navas is retiring. It's got to be the only reason. I mean, if Mbappe, Neymar, if Messi was playing well, how did he play in that one? I have no idea. Yeah, you don't know his form? Okay. But if all of their star players were playing, I definitely think that last goal wouldn't have been there. I don't even know if that first goal would have been there. But overall, trophies aplenty right now. I have a lot to talk about, but for right now, that Champions League final is the doozy. So let's go over some quick things here before we get into the final wrap-up. But as you can see, if we go back to the league table, we did win the league. Not last game, but the game before. Schedule-wise, if we scroll all the way down, after our Lazio 3-1 win, we beat Brianza 2-0, and that was kind of a tough match. I did have a couple of players in there Chevalier was in there, 7-4. I didn't see that. That's pretty good. I didn't have a full strong squad, but I had a fairly good squad. Was very happy when they started picking it up in the 35th, but then nothing until the 90 plus 4. Lecce, on the other hand, we'd already won the league against Brianza. I just put in everyone else. So Chevalier gets in there. Florenzi hasn't seen game time yet. Capola did awful, but he gets some game time. Scalvini as well. So Vranks, Diaz, a bunch of players who generally have not played a lot this season have gotten playtime in that match. So 1-3 loss. I don't really care all that much. It kept a lot of our players nice and fitness-wise very good for the PSG final. We had a full squad. They did not. Yes. So just so you can see, it is Milan, Roma, Inter, and Lazio in the top 4 Champions League spots. Napoli and Juve dropped. They had 1 win in 5 and 3 losses. So Allegri was fired right after the season ended. And immediately. And Xavi was fired by Barcelona, even though they came in second. But Atalanta with the, what is it, the Europa Conference League. But Juve and Napoli come into the Europa League. Bologna, Salernitana, and Cremonese all downwards. But overall, I mean, let's see, 20 points. Yeah, it was pretty tight. Everything in the top 7 was tight for the most part. 74 to 84, 10 points is not a whole lot. But 74 to 66 is a bigger one. I mean, not really, obviously, with the numbers. But so for a long time, that Sassuolo-Atalanta kind of divide was fairly given. But these top 6 or top 7 were always there. So awards of the season. I'm going to kind of go down a list. And we'll finally finish it out with the games awards for this team. And we'll see what happens. First up, under 18s win both the Division 1 and the Super Cup. So our under 18s have been fantastic. Granted, we've thrown a lot of big players when they're just coming back from injury into the under 18s, into the under 20s, and they've done very well. Now, here's the other thing. Milan, 128, 0 drawn. That is the only time in Serie A that any team has ever seen 0 draws. So that is interesting. 10 losses, 84 points. Not too bad. I think that's the record points haul for Milan. But that 0 draws is it's just interesting. Olivier Giroud. How could you not talk about Giroud? Now, he's won Italian Serie A Player of the Year, Best Player of the Year of the season, Exemplary Career Serie A Player of the Year, Top Goal Scorer, and European Golden Shoe. Isn't that the Golden Boot? I thought that was called the Golden Boot. But all 3 top in the Golden Shoe award are Italian players. Very funny. So, but Giroud sneaks it out. He got 50 freaking goals this season. Absolutely phenomenal. De Calare wins Serie A Best Young Player of the season. He did very well, but man, shooting boots. Please train it over the summer. I need that. Team of the Year, 8 players. Absolutely phenomenal. I mean, I don't know how to deal with that Team of the Year. That's a lot of bonuses we're giving out and a lot of money right there. Best team in the Serie A. I don't know what that was. Funny enough, we're announced as the winners of the best club of the year. Fans of the team were said to be unexcited by the news, with many considering the award to be meaningless. What's funny is if you look at the award, we're the only ones ever to win it. So I don't know what that award is. There's no description of the award. Would be nice to have a description of that award. But yeah, media expectation is 3rd. Final position is 1st. Domenico Berardi wins Best Midfielder of the season. So fantastic for him. He thoroughly deserves a lot of praise. Kind of dropped off at the tail end of that season. But oh well. And finally, unfortunately, Mourinho wins Best Coach. Absolutely shambolic, I have to say, as someone who's not a big Mourinho fan, but that's a different story. But seriously, I mean, I don't know how he won it. They did come in second. They really picked it up at the tail end of the season, so I guess maybe that's it. But oh well. Let's get into this inbox. Let's finish off with the other awards that we've got and the other end of year reviews. And yeah, let's get going. We only get 17.25 million for winning. How is that possible? So now here's our issue. Arsenal are in for Benacer. He really wants to speak with him. AS Monaco are in for Adli. He really wants to speak with him. I'm going to have a strong issue trying to keep these players in the club. Granted, the money they would bring in is fantastic. 86 million though for Benacer, who has played really well and is that partner between Tonali. I don't know about this one. Here we go, the AC Milan end of season review. The new arrivals. It was a busy season in the transfer market, and it's safe to say there was some good business done overall. Berardi, fantastic. De Calare was already at the club when I was there. Serginho Dest, 705 average rating. He really did pick it up towards the end of the season, though. 29 plus 13, 10 assists. We'll have to see about him. I might have to bring him back if I can't find someone else. Scalvini is another one that's going to be fantastic for us. If I can get rid of Kayer in the summer, Scalvini will probably be my first choice. Vranks is another one that's picked it up at the end of the season, and I'm kind of debating, do I bring him back? Divock, unfortunately, not so much. Lucas Chevalier still has time, so we're going to deal with that. Florenzi, oh, he just came in from Roma. I don't know what I was talking about. I knew he was Italian. I had no idea. I don't know why I thought he was at the club earlier. 32 years old, though. I don't know about that. Malik Thia has not done very well. He is not, well, 9+7. I don't know. Coppola has some time to look at, so we'll see what happens with him. The supporters are happy that this season the team managed to win the Serie A. We got a B-. We won all the trophies that we could. Champions League, the league itself, and the supporters have a B-. That is a tough supporter group. C+ Tim Cup, B- Supercopa. That is harsh. That really is harsh. Moments to remember. Biggest win, 8-1 over Salernitana. Match to remember, the 5-0 drubbing of Juve. Yes. And the goal of the season. Let's take a look at the goal of the season. Serie A, the 8-1 drubbing over Salernitana. So Tomori comes down the pitch with it. Passes it all the way up to Berardi. One times it to Giroud. That was a fantastic goal. However, the Benacer outside of the box. This is the box running this way, and he flicks it with the outside of the left foot. That's my goal of the season, right there. If not, the Tonali one flicks it with the outside of the right foot into the back of the net for the first goal against PSG. Giroud, Tonali, Leao, Berardi, and De Ketelaere with the top jersey sales overall. Finances, how they ended up, rotated the squad a fair amount this season. However, our key players played a major role in how the season turned out. Giroud, Leao, De Ketelaere, Berardi instead of Macias there. Tonali, Benacer. I mean, it's all Singo, really. Pretty much minus Singo, everyone is what I would expect. That is the lineup that we had all season long for the most part, the major ones. So fans, player of the season, Giroud. Young player of the season, Leao. Signing of the season, Berardi. Goal of the season, Giroud, we just saw that top goal scorer with 49 goals, not including the PSG one that he had, which would have been 50. Most assists with Leao with 15. Most player of the match awards with 12. Highest average rating, 7.6 flat. And there's your most passes completed for Scalvini. Record breaker, 49 goals, 15 assists. Really, 15 assists is the record now. Player of the match, 12. That's interesting. Worst discipline, 17 yellow cards for Tonali. This tactic is a very heavy yellow card. I got a few reds in there too, but whatever. Oldest player is Latan with 41 years old. And the oldest scorer is Latan as well. So a remarkable season for Milan, starting superbly and never letting up. They are deservedly champions. Milano, everything to a fantastic start to the season. That kickstarted the most unlikely of journeys. So yes, what is this? So this is my career, apparently. So you're hired, investing in potential. Milan complete a 1.9 silent of talented youngster Filippo Terracciano. Supercopa success, Cup triumph. A place in the Italy Hall of Fame belongs to Ultimate forever. Serie A success, great goalkeeper Alfonso Montebellano. That's one of our new regens. Showed up. He's been fantastic apparently, so he's going to be second choice very soon. Serie A job done. Job done. Top goal scorer, best of the best. I love this. This is graphically, yay! Champions League triumph. Records tumble to Giroud. So, and then we finish out the season. So, that is it. That is Milan, the first season in a nutshell. I don't know where to go from here. I'm going to keep going. Let me know if you want me to switch teams, quit and go to another team, maybe Valencia like I was thinking about. I think it was Valencia that I was thinking about in the first place. So let me know. If we're sticking with AC Milan, let me know who you want to bring in. If we're looking at, you know what, let's look at the squad planner. So as you can see, strikers, Giroud is on his last season next year. He does have a contract with until 24. All of these other guys are not really strikers. De Ketelaere could get in there. He needs his finishing to be up though. And it's not working so far. AML, Leao, definitely. Origi's got to go. We don't have a backup for Leao, so that's a problem. I don't know why you're showing me this. Showing me that one. AMC, De Ketelaere, and Adli are there for the long stretch, I'm hoping. We'll see what happens with AS Monaco. AMR, we've got Macias and we've got Berardi. Florenzi apparently wants to play there. 32-year-old fullback. So we'll see what actually happens with that. Benacer I want to keep. Tonali I want to keep. But De Ketelaere can play there. Pobega's not too bad. Krunic isn't too bad. Bakayoko's going. So Vranks is going for the time being. I may try and bring him back. We'll see. Or at least look at some other Wonder Kids maybe. DL is our problem area. Theo is great, but we don't really have a backup for him. Pierre Kalulu can play, but he's going to be getting a lot of game time probably. Center backs. Don't know about that. Kair probably is on his way out. Tamori, he's happy to stay, so that's great. We'll see, though. But Scalvini's definitely up there. Thea didn't really work all that well, so I don't know what to do with him. Coppola is there. We'll see how he can grow. I may just give him a loan out because he didn't get a lot of game time. So we'll see what happens there. DR, we really have no one. Wilfred Singo has done a fantastic job, but not great for a starter. He's a great coming in from the bench and learning from a fantastic starter. So that's what I need to work on. Is Kalulu our starter? I don't know. Florenzi maybe if I don't get rid of him. Goalkeeper is another situation. Lucas Chevalier is going to be our backup to Magnan. However, we don't really... Well, actually, no. We have Montalbano, whatever, as a third choice. So maybe I don't have to worry about the keeper situation. I just need Chevalier to actually pick it up a notch. But that is it for us. Fantastic season overall. I don't even know what else to say. So with that, I'm going to say thank you as always for watching. This has been an amazing season. Let me know what you want me to do with the next season. Anything from changing the tactic to changing the players to changing the team. So let me know in the comments down below. But for right now, we have 35. We had 40. Now we have 39. That's interesting. But that's it for me, Sefian FM. Thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.